Hello and welcome to episode 29 of Retro Sonic Podcast. This is Steve from Retroman Blog, and that was Les Kitchenettes with Cauchemar Pop No. 1, and that was taken from their brand new EP, which has just been released on Soundflat Records. I won't attempt to murder the EP's title in French, but it roughly translates as, "It's not quantum physics, a Gregorian chant, or from Lapland," and I'm sure it sounds better and makes a hell of a lot more sense in its native language. Anyway, as we come to expect from our friends over in Saint Malo, it's all beautifully packaged in a really great sleeve and on lovely 10-inch translucent vinyl. And I'll be playing another track from the EP a little bit later in this episode. Anyway, in the meantime, I thought I'd just take the opportunity to have a look at some of the great new music that's been sent our way over the past couple of months, and I'll also go through a few things that we've featured on the blog. First of all, you might have seen my in-depth feature on the story of Nymphet Noodlers. The band are probably not that widely known in the UK, outside of fans of the soundtrack of our lives that is, as they were a vital component in the soundtrack story. Ebert Lundberg produced their debut album Going Abroad and an EP called Impeccable Selection in the early 90s while he was in Union Carbide Productions. And the Noodlers would have a big influence on him, and he would later invite keyboard player Martin Hedros and guitarist Matthias Barried to join him in his next project, which will become the soundtrack of our lives. In fact, for a band with such a short-lived career, the members of Nymphet Noodlers, which were Matthias Hellberg, Martin Hedros, Matthias Barried, Jan Martins and Jesper Karlsson, would all go on to have a lasting impact on the Swedish music scene. I mean, I could actually dedicate a couple of podcast episodes to just some of the bands and artists that they've been involved with over the years. They include Akamp, The Helicopters, Tom Brookett, Freefall, Hedros and Hellberg, Hock and Hellstrom, Arne Brunn, and the list goes on. And that's also not to mention all their various solo projects, collaborations, and their movie and TV soundtrack work. And then just before Christmas, I went over to Sweden to see the Nymphet Noodlers reunion show, which was held at the Uppsala Concert and Congress. It was a really great venue, a superb night. The band sounded really fresh. It was original lineup, except that the band's sax player, Simon Jedvik, was replaced by the famous freeform jazz saxophonist Mats Gustafsson. Actually, Simon Jedvik was in the crowd and I had a good chat to him about his time with the band. Anyway, I really hope it won't be the last time that the band get together, maybe not just to do new material, but I'm sure they could do a few more of these reunion shows. Anyway, here's a track from the Nymphet Noodlers debut EP Impeccable Selection called Sane, so turn up the volume and enjoy.
Well, the sun in my eyes
That was Nymphet Noodlers and Sane, and that was taken from their 1992 EP Impeccable Selection. And you might have noticed Ebbert's rather prominent backing vocals in the mix there. I'd particularly like to thank the Uppsala Concert and Congress Director Esbjörn Martinsson for making us so welcome, and to David Lillemark for his help with the Nymphet Noodlers feature. While I was there at the gig, I met some really nice people, including Annette from the Voladoras, and I finally got to meet Måns Månsson from the Maggots and Flight Reaction. I've been a big fan of Flight Reaction for ages, and I've been meaning to play one of their songs in a podcast for a while, so here they are. This is the Flight Reaction with one of my favourite tracks. This is I Lost You. That was a Flight Reaction with I Lost You, and that featured on the 7-inch single released back in 2010. Måns is currently working on a new project called Lost Marbles, which is a bit more psychedelic and trippy, and we'll definitely be playing a track from them in a future episode. While I was there, I also had a good chat with Åke from the Karlstad-based punk band Cat The Underdogs, and he told me that they're coming over to England to play the Rebellion Festival in August. They've also got another couple of UK dates lined up, first of all at the Fulford Arms in York on March the 16th, and then the Wharf Chambers in Leeds on the 17th of March, where they'll be playing with the excellent Nervous Twitch. We actually have already featured Nervous Twitch, and you can check out episode 16 of Retrosonic Podcast, and we played a couple of their tracks. Åke then kindly sent me a copy of Cat The Underdogs' excellent new 7-inch vinyl EP, and here's the title track. This is The Cops Are Coming.
Right up your ass.
That was Cat and the Underdogs with The Cops Are Coming, and that started off reminding me of Black Flag's Nervous Breakdown, and then it sort of turned into a bit of a sort of oi influenced sort of punk sound of the Angelic Upstarts and Cockney Rejects. Takes me right back to my youth. That's great stuff. And another Swedish band coming over to the UK to play are called Indeed, and they're actually from Uppsala, so it's a bit of a shame that I didn't get a chance to meet them while I was over there. Anyway, they'll be playing some UK shows to promote their new album Everest, and the confirmed dates so far are the 28th of March at Atmar in Manchester, 29th of March at the Dublin Castle in London, 30th of March at the Zanzibar in Liverpool. And here's an excellent track from the album. This is called Don't Need, Don't Care. And that was Don't Need, Don't Care from Indeed's new LP Everest, which is out on Open Rhine Records. They cite the Poses as one of their influences, which is interesting, as that's a band who are going to pop up a little bit later in this episode. And while I was over in Sweden, I also met up with Tommy and Bjorn from Stupidity, who were recording some new tracks in Stockholm, which I'm really looking forward to hearing. I recently published some lists of our favourite albums, gigs and singles of 2017, and the band's greatest hits, 10 Years of Stupidity, was in our view definitely one of the best compilations released last year. Here's a superb track from the album, and this is called Set Me Free.
From bottles
And that was Set Me Free, and that was taken from Stupidity's greatest hits compilation 10 Years of Stupidity, which is well worth getting hold of. And sticking with Sweden, and while I'm looking at our best of 2017 list, here's something else that featured. This is a great single from the Gothenburg-based band Arvidsson Butterflies, and it's a classic piece of power pop, and here's a track called Blank Season. And you just heard Arvidsson Butterflies with Blank Season, and that can be downloaded and ordered from the Ice Cream Man Bandcamp site. And all of a sudden there seems to be a lot of excellent new releases from current and ex-members of some pretty well-known bands, such as the Brian Jonestown Massacre, the Fuzztones, the Godfathers, the Undertones, That Petrol Emotion and the Chords. And first of all, Joel Gion, the Brian Jonestown Massacre's legendary percussionist and tambourine player, has a great new self-titled album out, and it also features in our best releases of 2017. And here's a lovely piece of Tropicalia from the album, and this is called Divide.
Changes to your use of craving.
That was Joel Gion and a track called Divide from his new self-titled solo album, which is out now on Beyond is Beyond Records. It's a follow-up to his other solo records, Apple Bonkers and Extended Play, and not forgetting his excellent 101 Tambourines album, which he released with the Dilettantes. If you haven't already seen it, then I'd definitely recommend checking out the documentary Dig, which is about the friendship, or should I say the rivalry, between the Brian Jonestown Massacre and the Dandy Warhols. Then in January I saw the Fuzztones at the 100 Club, and they put on a great show, and you can see some photos up at the Retroman blog Facebook page and some videos at our YouTube channel. I first saw the Fuzztones supporting the Damned at the Hammersmith Palais back in 1985, and that was around the release of the classic Lysergic Emanations, and that's still one of my all-time favourite albums, and I've been a fan ever since. Unfortunately, their regular keyboard player, Lana Loveland, didn't play at the 100 Club show, as she's having a bit of a break from touring at the moment, but she's just released a great new single in her own right, and here's one of the tracks. This is Strange Charms.
Keep an eye on me for my life. keep my mind in control. Straight shots are watching me. For my life has got to be, well, that's a people telling me. My life will turn around and would I never to be free. Forever live in misery. Some voices in my head say that I never see. Oh yeah. Hey, hey. They say that I'll never see. Voices in my head say that I'll never see. Yeah, 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 yeah. They say that I'll never see.
And that's Lana Loveland and one side of a new single, Strange Charms. The other side features a tribute to Sky Saxon called Web of Sound, and it's available to download on iTunes and Amazon and all the usual places, and I think it also might be released on 7-inch vinyl later this year too. I hope the new single means that there's more new material to follow, as it's been a while since her debut Loveland album called Order to Love. I first became aware of Lana when I saw her playing keyboards with Sean Bonnewell and the Music Machine at the Islington Academy in 2004, and that was a truly fantastic gig, and then she joined the Fuzztones soon after that tour. So, continuing the theme of new projects, we come to the Citizens of Nowhere, who feature ex-members of the Godfathers and the Sid Presley Experience. That's Del Bartle, Chris Burrows and Grant Nicholas. And they'll release their debut album, May You Never Hear Surf Music Again, on Credible Hulk Productions. And here's a taster from it. This is the Citizens of Nowhere and Free Life.
Ever get that feeling that you're being used? Too much nice guy, too much hanging around. Don't need a chill pill or your point of view. I think I'd rather see the back of you. Scratching, face palm. How come so far? I'm right, you're wrong. Two words, so long. It's always complicated, that's for sure.
And you just heard the Citizens of Nowhere with their debut single Free Life, and the band will play their first ever live show at South East London's New Cross Inn on the 12th of April, and hopefully we'll be able to go along and report back for a feature on the blog. Then I hope you enjoyed our latest special edition Retrosonic podcast, where I spoke to Damian O'Neill, guitarist with the Undertones, That Petrol Emotion and The Everlasting Year, about his new solo album Refit, Revise, Reprise. It was great fun talking to Damian, who I'm sure you'll agree was thoroughly entertaining, and he was obviously very enthused about the new album. It's a really great record, and it features a mix of new material and then some revamped and reworked old songs all written by Damian. One of them is a fantastic version of a track that featured on That Petrol Emotion's Chemicrazy album called Normark, and here it is.
Sitting all alone, no mark on my face. Your Cuban heels stamped into place. I start shaking, I know why. You switched on my TV eye. 6 cents from a loaded gun. 6 cents a feel must be one. Standing all alone when it's way too late. Love me and seal my fate. Tense and nervous, I can't break in. Find me, I'll make you spin. 6 cents from a loaded gun. 6 cents it feels just begun. Sitting all alone, no mark on my face. No mohead goon's gonna take my place. Feel fever that's hard to kick. Bend me, I've dug my ditch. 6 cents from a loaded gun. 6 cents I feel so alone.
That was Damian O'Neill and Normark, and that was taken from his Refit, Revise, Reprise LP, and that's available to order in various formats and bundles at his Pledge Music project page. You can download our podcast with Damian at the Retrosonic SoundCloud page, or you can subscribe for free at iTunes or stream it on Mixcloud. And there's also a feature on the blog with all the links, and you can see a great Douglas Hart directed video of Sweet and Sour, which is a track taken from the album. And talking of That Petrol Emotion, I went along to see their vocalist Steve Mack's current band Stag, who were over from the States to play a gig at the Islington in North London. They put on a great show, and Steve hasn't lost any of his trademark energy. Here's a song from their excellent new album Midtown Sizzler, and it's called Pharaoh.
was nothing to find, where would you sleep if there was nowhere to hide? No signs of life weighing you down, no signs of life to figure you out. How can you speak when there's nothing to say? And how can you breathe when it's been taken away? No signs of life weighing you down, no signs of life to figure you out, figure you out. Standing there like a arms crossed like a standing there like a What can you do with daylight fading away? And what should we dream before the end of the day? Standing there like a arms crossed like a standing there like a arms crossed like a
That's Stag and Pharaoh, and that's taken from their Midtown Sizzler LP. Yeah, they really were a great live band, and it was so nice to see all of Steve's That Petrol Emotion bandmates there in the crowd: Raymond, Brendan, Damian and Kieran, otherwise now collectively known as the Everlasting Year. I went along to the gig with the subject of my previous Retrosonic special, Buddy Ascot from the Chords and the Fallen Leaves. Buddy and Damian go back a long way, ever since the Chords and the Undertones used to play shows together, and indeed Buddy tells us some great stories of those days in the podcast we did with him. Buddy is also involved in the mod revival supergroup Speakeasy, and here's a track from their new album Lost Souls called Mystery Girl.
What did you say? I said nothing. What do you want? I want nothing. Who do you love? I love no one. Do you love me? Won't happen.
A poor hearter, I thought you loved me. You know nothing, can you set me free? But you are, dear, is this all a joke? Am I laughing? She is a mystery girl. She's got your head in the world. And when you ask to explain, I won't tell you again, I won't tell you again.
That was Speakeasy and Mystery Girl, taken from their new album Lost Souls. As I mentioned, the band probably do qualify for supergroup status, as not only do they feature Buddy from the Chords, but also Mark Legale from the Risk and the Generators, Simon Stebbing from the Purple Hearts, and Ian Jones from Long Tall Shorty. Anyway, going back to the Stag gig, there was a real bonus on the night, as the support act was John Hour from the one of my favourite bands, The Poses, and in a nice piece of synchronicity, that leads me on to my next record. As you know, we love French Boutique here at Retro Man Blog, and last year their occasional Hammond organ player, Olivier, released a fantastic album under the name Popincourt called A New Dimension to Modern Love, which we've also featured in previous Retrosonic episodes. And following hot on the heels of his split 7-inch single with French Boutique, which featured both acts performing cover versions of songs by The Jam in aid of the Teenage Cancer Trust charity, Olivier has a new single out now called The Brilliant Missing Link. And this track was originally recorded during the New Dimension album sessions, and it also features Ken Stringfellow from The Poses. There's that band again. And this is Popincourt with The Brilliant Missing Link.
Come around, lost and found, my angel. Times change faster than you think. The brilliant missing link.
And that was Popincourt and his excellent new single, The Brilliant Missing Link, which features Ken Stringfellow from The Poses on bass and backing vocals. And as promised, here's another track from a Kitschenette's new release, which we'll now call EP Volume 3, and this is Le Jerk à Pepe.
à jouer pour finir en beauté. Un cirque endiablé. Et voilà soudain que le grand-père ouvre un œil. Rapide comme un bolide, il sort de son fauteuil en criant l'écroulant va vous montrer. Vive le cirque à Pépé. À force de secouer, il a éparpillé les dents de son râtelière. Et dans le dos de la belle-mère, il a sans plus de manière vidé l'ascenseur. Mais comme il se mettait à jouer les beatniks, pour en venir à bout, on a appelé les flics. Au revoir, il a fini bien l'emballé. Le check pour Pépé.
And that was Les Kitchenettes and Le Jeu que Pepe, which was originally recorded by André Verchuren in the 1960s, and you really have to track down the original because it might be the only record to make the accordion sound cool. Right, from St Malo we travel back to the UK for a couple of brand new releases from the Medway. First of all, we have another one of those Medway supergroups, this time Sergeant's Mess, who features some familiar names. There's John Barker, Darryl Hartley, Wolf Howard and Chris Hearsey, who have all served time in numerous bands such as the Vanderbilts, Phaze, CTMF, Good Child, Buff Medways, the Daggermen and Groovy Uncle. Sergeant's Mess actually released their first EP way back in 2002, and that was called Go My Way, which was produced by Billy Childish, and they finally got round to the follow-up. There's a new single out now called Well That's Another Nice Mess, and that's produced by Mole from the M Brooks and Galileo 7 at Sandgate Studios, and it's the first ever release on DJ Lee Grimshaw's Spinout Nuggets label. And here's one side of the single. This is Sergeant's Mess with Back in the Bag.
You're going back in the bag, bro. You're going back in the bag. You're going back in the bag, bro. You're going back in the lookout. Here I come. I'll build news. Soon
that was Sergeant's Mess with Back in the Bag, which is out now as a limited edition 7-inch single on Lee Grimshaw's Spinout Nuggets label. Lee's also DJ'd at a couple of our Retro Man blog nights, and his sets always go down a storm, and of course he has a great radio show with Little Miss Mojo called The Spinout Show, and that airs every Wednesday on NCB Radio, and that's 6pm to 8pm. You can get more info over at spinoutproductions.com. Anyway, best of luck to Lee with his venture, and hopefully we'll be speaking to him for a blog feature about the new label very soon. So thanks for listening everybody, hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you like what you heard, please check out the blog at www.retromanblog.com, where I'll put up all the links to the band's websites and let you know where you can order the records and get more information. So to play us out, we've got the second new release of this episode from the Medway, and indeed the second release to feature Wolf, Darryl and John from Sergeant's Mess. As you probably know, they're also in the senior service with Graham Day, and Damaged Goods Records will release their second LP called King Cobra in April, and here's a great track to play us out. This is Senior Service and The Contender.